There are those on Epic. Or you mean like something like Atelier or something? Don't think so. Oh, Darkwood on sale. Insane. Well, a whole bunch of stuff will be on sale, so... New World for a weekend. About to be over though soon, About to be over soon. Wolsen, damn son. This one being updated still. How does that go? Still mixed. Oof. Oof. Monthly development update. Alright, so no actual updates, just development updates. I'll see. Just text updates. I'll see. Insane. Remember, this one was all the noise. But then real quick, everyone just kind of got disappointed and ran away. It was like the release from early access to the full release, wasn't it? Everyone was first very pogue about it, and then poof. It's gone. Mixed ever since. Yeah, the Grime got the update, 30% discount too. I'll get back to this one eventually, maybe. It was nice. It is on the first look Friday, but didn't go far there. Obviously, in that short amount of time. But it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Ooh, right. Man, that was August 2021. Oof. That's an oof. Yes, it got a new update. DLC even. Free DLC. Yeah, Grime was fun. I liked that. I liked it. That was a good one. Still is. Apparently even better one now. Anti-emitter dimensions. Clicker. Idler. Another one. Another one of those. Earn antimatter through dimensions. Gain infinite antimatter to collapse the universe. Damn son, alright. See how it is. See how it is. The longest 5 hours of my life. Alright. Number go up, make me feel more gooder. Classic. I don't really like super... Don't really understand the genre that much, not gonna lie. A duelist. Damn son, this one now is out. It actually is. Yeah, that's the one we played on stream not long ago. The rebirth of the old one that was closed. We played some. It's pretty good actually. It is actually pretty good. The competitive card game. Feels bad, so feels bad. That's really good. There's probably a beta 2 out now, so it's not exactly release, I guess, but they kind of made it a release that way, alright. I see. The fan revival, in which they were able to acquire the license. At least that's good, At least that's good, They're back better than ever. Interesting that it managed still, even back then, to build some sort of a decent audience. And now that it's back, and then it kind of died, and then it's back and everyone is happy. Did you remove that? But you let it die in the first place. Feels bad. What was this one actually? There's also a clicker there. Alright, that's the prologue, The Outpath. Experimental quicker base building game, alright. Craft, gather, and manage resources. Build your base, buy more islands to exploit and expand. That's interesting. Like grow exponentially. Another number goes up, brother. Feels good, eh? Quicker base builder plus crafting. Crafting and idle. The game flow. Have no choice and no way to spend the gold you find. I got over level 100, did not even come close. Disappointed. Dude, this is a prologue. Guess they just didn't get more stuff yet to do. Gotta wait. More prologues also. The Handyman Corporation. That's something... Not Playway probably. Yeah, it's not, but... It seems like more publishers now. Trying to simulate everything. Handle variety of jobs in cleaning, maintenance, design, and construction. Dude, you could make like cleaning simulator, maintenance simulator, design simulator, and construction simulator. Why did you put it in one game? That's not very smart of you, man. Now, they already also go in hard. The hotel simulator, beer factory, climber, sky is the limit. It seems like Playway's success is not letting people sleep calmly. Everyone wants to go in that simulator market now. The Chicken Invaders universe. The fuck is that? Deliciously addictive core of finger blistering shooting action. Surrounded by delectable morsels of galactic exploration, spacecraft customization, and community competitions. Damn, son. All that for free? That's very poge. Let's see this kind of stuff, alright. You get a lot of chicken then. One of those, alright. Interesting. So memories unlocked instantly. Same as the old game I used to play when I was a kid, yeah. There's some like the Newsground flash game or something that I didn't know about. Childhood game of mine is on Steam. Huh. Let's see. Investigate that game. I see what may I say. Do it. Do it. Yeah, the Blacktail. This one apparently is pretty decent. Very positive. The Baba Yaga simulator. 86% positive. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The morality system. That's pretty nice. That combat's pretty bad. That kind of from the trailers back on reveal and stuff looked a little that it can get not super fun in terms of combat and gameplay, but not sure. I expected a dark, brutal, gory fantasy based on unadapted version of Slavic folklore, but I got shiny cartoon. Well, that's why the trailer is there. Flat out ignore AMD card and its users. Say from the beginning, if you have AMD card, don't buy our game FSR. fuck? Describe your IMD issues on Steam's discussion forum. It will help us improve in the future. And that's pretty much. Bow doesn't feel as impactful. See boss fights and they're boring to say the least. Looks kinda pretty. Looking for a deer glitching partially stuck in the wall. Please make an arachnophobia option. Tutorial is not really great, but it's okay. Just keep checking 5 times to be sure there is no spider in my way. Damn son. I wonder how you're gonna play the Star Troopers and Space Troopers game then with the arachnophobia and stuff. Time to put the disclosure in every game. Which kind of phobias it might trigger and everything. I'm gonna research the whole list to find out. Maybe get like the tags and the search on Steam too. The Boomer soundtrack. This one is not actually Boomer though. This is Mechanicus. Mechanicus is very fresh, I would say. That was already something I played on stream. And that dodges and stuff. Feeling pixels in your game. Well, I mean, that's kind of true. I could, like, you might imagine yourself in that place here. Like some... absolutely irrational phobia there. You get it somewhere. But, I mean, I don't think it's something you should kind of, like, you know... put as a game's negative or some stuff. And trigger warnings game spoil the whole plot, yeah. Yeah, we're just boomer jamming on that one. I see, alright. I'll see. River City Girls too. That one. The first one wasn't long ago, right? I remember. Alright, so we beat them ups there, alright. The beat them ups. Frame rate fix incoming. Yeah, wasn't it like on the release, like kind of not super good, huh? But I guess they fixed it. He's uppers, die low. Just getting started, really. Just getting started, damn. Looks nostalgic even if it's a new game. Well, I mean, it is, I think, and it's based on the older stuff. I think the previous game wasn't that long ago, though. The Shantae same devs, I see. Oh, there was something in the September also. Okay, that's why I feel it was like not long ago. Yeah, that was 19. The first part was alright. Is the publisher though, probably, right? Most likely. No, there was a lot of those, yeah. I mean, there is a bunch of good beat 'em ups actually. Never really got me that genre, to be honest. Like on old PCs and stuff back in the day, kinda did work. Somewhat, not even like fully really, just because there was nothing else really to play. And modern ones, I'm kind of like, nah, not really. I see, so okay, see. Yeah, I know what you mean. I forgot the name, but yeah. What was the name? Streets of Rage, right? Bury the Borns. The fuck? The oldest and the most abhorrent prophecy had become reality. The merciless warfare for buried borns. An army can revive forever. Damn, son. Yeah, so they kind of just get a bit repetitive to me, to be honest, not gonna lie. Day already, but yeah, you get tired fast, sorta. Nussy game. Damn, son. What exactly is that one about? Which Uzi it is? A mobile port with phenomenal dark fantasy art. A brain dead auto clicker, so you see someone molding, alright. I also don't understand, like it is auto clicker. You see it, like, you know, from the description and from the trailer. Like, why even like bother installing it just to go and say, well, shit, it's an auto clicker? Oh man, no shit, dude. Really? Really? I think this one is not like that super upfront with it being auto clicker, I guess. See what I say. Steam PC version. Hardcore dungeon RPG. And it's also free to play. It's also kind of like just idler, clicker, something. You have some skills, I guess, to use it, right? Description is wrong for sure, yeah. The description kind of just doesn't really exactly tell you how to play. Just don't play, I guess. That's number one. Create here, choose room, move in dungeon, choose skill, defeat enemies, turn-based battle. You'll be forced to choose for event or drop items. You can progress floors by defeating floor boss. Kill ancient overload at 10F. Yeah, I think it's like the translation difficulties probably. So the description is not very... But I mean, you also can watch trailer. Like, I already instantly kind of saw what kind of game that is. And it's also free, so that's good. Text-based and everything. I mean, it actually kind of looks like an interesting concept, at least. And it seems like it's also on phones and everything. Starcraft's still unpopular. This one is still like positive. I'm still keeping it. I'm surprised. 72%. It's kind of barely, I guess, but yeah. Cheats in Starcraft. The methods of counteracting prohibited software. Oh, seems like a lot of people already suffering there. Yeah, the PvP is making people mold. Cheats. Quite obviously inspired by the Stalker series. Well, bro. While also using Minecraft style presentation. Well, that's why it's probably called Starcraft. Surprised, Oh man, that's a good review, man. I respect that. But yeah, seems like you add a bunch of PvP in, and you get some fun instantly. That's why it's kind of hard to make some good, like, you know, survival games like that and everything. Especially everything that whenever they try to make it something like Stalker inspired, post-apocalyptic, they go like super hardcore, giga hardcore. Obviously, it's also mostly like the Slavic devs and Slavic players. And I tell you that usually ends up a fiesta in any PvP environment. When you put our people in PvP environment, it's always gonna be like it's toxic, man. It's super toxic. So if you don't have some tools to kind of like regulate that a little bit, control it a bit, you know, like leave some places at least maybe toxic free or something, Yeah, there it is. Zone is a terrible place where you will constantly be killed, robbed, and kept in tension. Filled with real players who can greatly influence each other's game experience, both positively and negatively. Mostly negatively. It's not a friendly resort. Keep this in mind when entering the zone. So, like, in the end, it just kind of ends up a bunch of the same toxic people that just, like, completely, you know, like, occupy everything. There's gonna have a guild, the clans and stuff going. They're gonna be fighting each other, and everyone else will just kind of peace out. Because they don't want to be a part of anything, and that's why they just get camped and destroyed on cooldown. I play Stalker Anomaly. Stalker Anomaly for free. There's Monka Toast, man. This piracy shit. The piracy shit. You can play this for free though too. Yeah, the feature here is multiplayer. That's what a lot of people want. I mean, I kind of want some good post-apocalyptic multiplayer stuff. But whenever something like this is out, it all becomes, it's either scuffed, something like Servario, for example. I still have my baseball cap from there, at least. That's something. Feels good, man. I did play like 2 games of that, I think. 2 sessions of that. That was a free baseball cap, so that's good. But yeah, it's mostly just everyone wants to play some multiplayer, Stalker multiplayer, post-apocalyptic survival stuff, but it either ends up kind of Fallout 76, which is just kind of like, instead of post-apocalyptic survival, you get like, you know, how do you say, you get some like attraction park or something for kids. Or you get something super hardcore and realize that, you know, it's toxic. Devs are fine with the novelty being free, I see, alright. I remember Servarium, yeah. Yeah, that didn't work that good though. I mean, initially it was supposed to be also kind of like Stalker Online, and then it ended up just being like a session-based stuff. Stalker Online, no, I haven't played that one. I mean, I haven't played like any of these really. I was always kind of thinking, but whenever I'm like looking into it, it was always like mixed reviews. This one actually is kind of going still. Surprising. It was better. It was like very positive, I think, even when it was just out. But it's already getting worse and worse, and that's the thing. It's only gonna be getting worse. Because like people who just casually came in to just, you know, play, have some fun, interact with people in a nice way, they're gonna be slowly just kind of getting filtered out, and that's gonna be just like, you know, dedicated, mostly toxic people who will be like ganging up in the groups and stuff, and they're just gonna be destroying everyone who is not a part of the group. That's pretty much how it is. It just becomes this like kind of this like lethal competitive. And I'm not particularly like super toxic, even though it is. Even like I think we saw some reviews there that were kind of dang before. I remember there was one, I think, that kind of defines the explains what you're gonna experience. Yeah, this is the spawn kill. As a protection for that, they just kind of use like this thing, like, you know, it's just brutal, dude. Sorry, so you're gonna get killed. Which one was that? Campers on both sides. PvP adds nothing. Game encourages higher level players to come to low level areas, so they say like, yo dude, we're hardcore. Server distribution system separates players according to the principles of matchmaking, so that in an open world with PvP you don't encounter opponents much stronger than you. PvP is killing the game. The Game Rewards. Oh yeah, you saw that one? Yeah, that one was the review back then. That people just, you know, going full Game Rewards spamming and everything there. High level geared players camp starter areas. Alright. Dying in an instance mission instantly loses what you normally drop on death, and the gear is unrecoverable. Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Tempted logins from Russia on my Steam account after playing this game. I mean, made someone mad probably. Made someone mad probably. $69.9 hours, 6.9 hours. Damn, son. We got him. Got the bingo. And made you look up Servarium, and the service shut down this year actually, I see. That one was different though. That one was session based in the end. They wanted to make also open world, but then they just made like the session based lethal shooter. So they kind of failed at the beginning. I'm surprised it still lasted that long actually, and that they shut down only this year. But yeah, it was something. It was something. Played a couple of games back in the day, just because I got the baseball cap from them for free. So I tried, I gave it a go, but wasn't really impressed. So it was basically just a shooter, in like session shooter in post-apocalyptic environments. And the Stay Out now, I see there is a few ones. There's Stay Out, there is man, there was another one. Life something, I forgot already. There is like two, I think, big ones that are kind of like still alive and kicking. Yeah, the Stalcraft also joined, I guess, is a third one now. But yeah, all of them you go and check, like even in Stay Out probably you can see like the similar situation. Yeah, it's also free. Yep, mixed. Early access. It's absolutely insane with pay-to-play bullshit. 600 hours, damn son. And greedy. It seems like this one, I guess, is less PvP centered, because mostly people mold about the pay-to-win and the grind stuff. The time and money, yeah. There's no PvP complaints, so I guess maybe this one has some sort of like more balanced experience there. No, there was some. Stayed for the community and the PvP, yeah, so there is some actually. Game's at least 12 years old, yeah, there it is. Stalker Online, Anomaly Zone. Massive pay to win. Not in early access. PvP open at all times, but the vast majority of players decide not to PK. It's a great community wasted in this excuse of a game. Oh, this one actually already like got like a little bit more civilized community, seems like. Addicting piece of crap for people with masochistic streak. 2,500 hours, I say. If for 2k hours, then your friend gets banned because the devs apparently outsourced their report system to people that don't understand how buggy the game is. Oof. Oof, man. Yeah, so they're giving away stuff in the game for people to leave positive reviews and everything, I see. Classic, man. $23 to repair gun. Good update. Insane, dude. Yeah, that's the problem with many of these games. There's not one problem, there's gonna be another problem, man. One day we'll get a good one. Some balanced PvP, PvE. Not pay to win. Oh, you will to live. There it is, actually. Right here. And they recommended me this one now. Gieben knows what I'm looking for. That's the one. 2018. It's also mostly positive, actually. So this one is also holding there. It's another Stalker-like experience. Oof. Mine's crypto in the background. Play Stalker normal instead. Probably Bitcoin miner. A lot of tech issues. The game became garbage. Developers killed the project. Cheaters. The grinding and fetch quests. No luck, the achievement time was wasted and I didn't get a simple confirmation. 2.6k hours not recommended. Oh dude, that's like nothing. Oh, there's another one too. This game also has the similar dude there, alright. Left starting city shot dev and received game ban. That sounds like a cool story, bro. Cheaters and community became very toxic. Open world PvP. I see, I see. Just be happy to meet someone out there and would try to talk things through before opening fire. Not anymore. Get outsniped by the cheaters using starter pistols. Cheaters. I see. Do not download. Time you use browser while playing game will secretly try to connect you to malicious website for whatever reason. Damn son. The very sus, very sus. Now you want to see like the the crazy negative reviews, and it's my favorite always. Probably got a bunch more now already. My favorite. My favorite. This is where you go to the reviews, and get some seasons maybe going. Nah, just maintenance announcements. There we go. Now it starts. 10,000 negative. That's nothing, dude. That's nothing. Just you wait. Just you wait. Yeah, 3,000, 2,000, 10,000, 4,000, 1,300, 4,000, 9,000. What was the biggest one last time? I don't remember. 6,000. Like 1,000 is like, you know, rookie numbers, bro. 6,000. Like what you even like doing with your hundreds here? 2,000. For 15k. Alright, there we go. Population game so low. That was 2019 already. Holy shit. But it's still alive, huh? Then they just kind of like rearrange it into 17,000, right? RNG poop hole. That's 2018, by the way. Trio Savior, That was supposed to be the chosen one to give us the new Ragnarok online. But it didn't go that well. Didn't go that well, sadly. I got saved. I got saved by their PPG decisions, actually. I got saved, and I was about to go grind this shit, but they cocked our region, so... with prices. So that kind of just pushed me into not getting it, and well... I guess I saved myself a few $1,000 probably. 8,000, so like 17 so far is the biggest one. 10k. Yeah, the biggest ones are negative, almost negative pretty much. Almost all. $1,016 people already were molding with that many hours. What the fuck did... Oh, here we go, 25,000, alright. Played since CBT2, huh? It stays in CBT mode, dude. Just not the close beta test. It's different now. Absurdly a huge amount of flaws. So yeah, that's where you always go when you think like, you know, someone is hilarious with like a couple of thousand hours in a game complaining. You can see some dankness here always. There are probably even better examples, to be honest. Like some more like established MMOs. They might be not as negative though. I love the game, but it had the worst developer. It still does, really. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Let's keep this one. Right. Let's check actually how's the Tree of Savior population going nowadays, Well, let's see. It is. Maybe it actually lives because of the non-English version. It says like separately the English version. Maybe like Asian servers are pumping way more. Next gen Witcher 3 playable? Not sure. I had some issues on start. Yeah, it's basically kind of the same. The same way already. For a long while. Well, some boots though, yeah, slowly dropping really. It drove very fast too. There was like no content. The art was good, and the content was none. They just released because they already wanted to start farming the monies, and it didn't end well. As you can see, didn't really end well. Now dropping a patch, not sure, not sure. On Showdown on sale, Deep Rock Galactic on sale, Bannerlord. I guess all these sales already go into Christmas sale at this point. Depersonalization. That is something from the same as what was that? The one that Krabba was pestering me to play. Kinda seems like it. Run Dice Cthulhu Bad End, the multi-branch, different worlds. Damn son. There's a demo. You know, this one has only like 1.5 minutes trailer, so I doubt it. Because that one had like some giga trailer there. I think it could be actually. Maybe not. It even has like some moving, you know, in the world and stuff. Alright. That's some dang shit. It looks alrighty though, I guess. It's an JRPG in there going on. The pixel art is good at least. December 20th in early access. Alright. COC like RPG game. The Coke like RPG. What's the Coke like exactly? Multiple modules, multiple endings and branch routes, striving to build a diverse themed world. That's for third mask probably, yeah? Seems like. I guess when you're dying or something, it's just like a new branch, a different world and everything. This one might be a conceptual at least, seems like. Yes, he's up as I say. The scuffed sails. Like 10% discount here. Once you get the whole bundle then. It looks alright. It might be a bit too dank, seems like, though. It might be a bit too dank. How long is that one? There's like the... Doesn't seem... Oh, it's early access also. There is a demo, by the way. That's a good thing, at least. That's good. I wonder how long it is then, if you're just restarting and restarting and everything. Yeah, cool, exactly. The value. The value. The house of Da Vinci. Da Vinci House 3 already. That's the puzzle galore. Survival Order. Another one. On the 3rd of December. 6-player cooperative. Oh, I think we saw this one before. And more. Dead by Daylight likes. Let's see. They still trying. The Backroom VHS. More horror survival. Let's see. Alright. Pathogenesis overcome. What is this? Hardcore story driven action RPG about his two has survived after global pandemic and the territory Leningradsky Oblast, Russia. A place in the destroyed world where the greatest danger does not come from the infected. Damn son. So that's like the our like I don't know, like the national dream or something. To make anything post-apocalyptic, dude. I mean, current events go in line, I guess, with that. They tired and not getting any good games about post-apocalypse, so they decided to get it closer, you know, IRL or something. This kind of doesn't look bad, though. This doesn't look too bad, eh? No multiplayer. The non-target shooting covers and stuff. So I think this one is like more of a zombie apocalyptic though. The zombie apocalypse is not that super popular, I would say though. More about the stalker likes here. It's Zomboid, I guess, in a way, yeah. Could be interesting, I guess. Could be interesting. But not sure, not sure. City Driver, another simulation. Damn son. Spiritual. Damn, the Fury Agenda. It comes. Turn-based strategic battle digital board game. Incarnate the spirit among the 4 elements: nature, earth, water, and fire. A rhythm of 4 seasons. The fallen spirits challenge each other to regain their place in the world tree. There it comes. 4 players board game. Turn-based strategy. Feels free, man, yeah. I mean, the art is alright at least. The art looks good, eh? If it's your GM. Coming soon, TBA still, alright. That's Spectre, Stealth tactics as the Spectres defend your objectives as the heavily armed Reapers and this thrilling teamwork driven multiplayer action experience. That seems like it's gonna be not super crazy. Someone is like stealthing in and someone is defending some stuff. Seems like it. Teamwork-driven multiplayer action experience. And then you get some super team there. Yeah, bro, yeah. You can farm it. You can farm the achievements, man. And stories also, like Instagram and stuff too. The Splinter Cell, I mean, it's co-op Splinter Cell then. Still a Valkyrie, oh, that looks interesting. Some boomer shooting. The boomer core. Space Bounty Hunter is similar to Serious Sim apparently, okay. There's also time for some agenda. It's coming. The good old boomer shooting. Them lightsabers and stuff even. And the Super Kika. Has everything, eh? Plays a chicken. Insane, eh? Let's see, bro, I say. Time to gamify everything, eh? I gamify everything. A release date in the future. Damn, son. The Furies again, yeah. Agenda is in, man. All over the place. Yeah, this is nice though. Boomer shooting at his finest. Tales of Borrow. Oh, is it? Oh, well, open world survival craft. My favorite tag. There it is. There it is, dude. Not even trailer, man. What a game. What a game. Semi-survival, actually. Not the full survival. You only half survive in this one. Yeah, that's good. It's someone's first project or something, especially. Why not? At least you got something made, eh? That's good, eh? That's a start. Now let's check the hidden gems. First, I'm gonna go close the balcony. A bit cold. 1 sec. Outside them. Magic reviews. Oh, the remaster stuff? The remaster of Magic. Haha. Oh, what is up there? I didn't even see it in popular ones, so I guess things didn't go that well, right? Yeah, seems like it. Seems like it. 69 positive, huh? I mean, that's almost mostly positive, so not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, Hughes. Active reviews I saw were from old hats. Played the original, complained about differences, assumed that they were just fanboys who were mad at this game for being new. So I bought it anyway and gave it a shot. Turns out they were right, and I should have listened. Damn son. Promise needs a lot of work for the price asked. The price is quite chunky, man. Tell you that. I can buy high on life cheaper even than that, to be honest. In the original price. That seems like people kind of enjoying it too, though. That really is a mixed option, I see. Maybe not particularly that bad then. Seems like. Can't recommend them. 40 euros too much. No story mode, no multiplayer. A button reminding you to a bug report. The early access still is out. Yeah. But I guess bugs are still there. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's not too bad though. It's almost mostly positive, huh? So it must be not that completely awful. Especially when the prices will adjust later with some sales and stuff. Might actually be not too bad, huh? Alright, let's see. Any hidden gems there? So this one. True Charles, not exactly my gem. I mean, the reviews are going ham though. That's good. That is nice. Yeah, the Keen Seed, I guess. Saw this last time, I think. That one apparently is quite dank, actually. The reviews are really nice also. Kinda okay chunky price there. Somewhat. Not super chunky, but sorta. Paragon the Overprime. Yeah, this one ended up being even worse than the first one. The predecessor. Even though everyone was hoping this one will be better. But predecessor ended up being better. Basically, it's two of the same things. It looks like this one sucks even more. Alright. Let's see what's gonna happen with those. The chain goes very positive. And this one apparently is pretty good. This one is pretty good. 90% positive even. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Deck 13 is a publisher too. Not bad. Playable already. Wait, who? This one? This one, yeah. It's on Game Pass even. It's quite chunky in price, I would say also. Oh, Paragon, yeah. Paragon Overprime, I think, just install and play, if I remember correct. Predecessor, you need to buy, like, supporter pack or something to play. That's why everyone was waiting for Overprime, because you can just play it for free. And then looks like they didn't like what they played, But yeah, it is. It is now out in early access. The Solar Ash, that one got very positive now. I remember when it was just out, when it was on the Epic, right? People weren't like super excited. Yeah, it seems like the Steam release going pretty fine. Hades 2 already, damn son. To be announced. Yeah, this one it's gonna be out in early access too, but yeah, this time I'm gonna probably wait for the full release. I'm gonna burn myself out on the early access release again. Subtermask, which one? The Ecos? Or you mean Hades? Yeah, Dikio was the one that they gave for free on PSN, and which on PS Plus, which is funny because game is free anyway. So I guess maybe they give you some founder pack or something there for free. Oh, the Solar Ash, I see. Didn't guess them at all. All right. Yeah, do it, Pony, do it. Why not? Why not? The cultivation card game. Online DBG. Deck builder game. With the background of cultivation. Deck building from scratch. It can have stronger decks by changing cards and then build more powerful routines to defeat all opponents to win. So you got like the cultivation in... What's even the cultivation, dude? Like, what exactly they translate? There was like the cultivator games and stuff, right? Did they actually have something to do with like the cultivation of, I don't know, fucking plants or something? What you cultivating? What are these about, man? On the path to cultivation. TD roguelike deck builder, yeah. No, the Chinese deck builders are usually quite interesting. Well, I mean, you know, it's like the outsider perspective, basically, sorta, on already overused genre, sorta, in a way, right? That has like a lot of games that are very similar, and then someone else comes in from the different market, building something over time. I feel like it might be some all universe or something. I'm not sure, because there's just way too much about cultivation, dude. Cultivation card game, amazing cultivation simulator, a cultivation story. There was like more even, I think, of that stuff there, really. No, cultivation, just... Search me just cultivation. Cultivation Tales. That's pretty much it, I guess, though. At least it doesn't show me more. Tale of Immortal also for some reason shows as cultivation, so like I feel like it's something else there. I think it's just something translated like way too literally. Or it's like some sort of like universe that also might be translated way too literally or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is that cultured? Yeah. But it's interesting though, usually. It is okay prices too most of the time, but yeah, not right now. There's online PvP-ness in this one actually too. Interesting. All amazing translation could be. Oh yeah, online PvP deck building actually. Well, cultivating Immortal's world. So yeah, that's something that we just don't know. Multiple cultivation sects. Sub-professions, destiny opportunities, the top of cultivation. Yeah, that's some amazing translation, most likely, yeah. Still curious, though. Arcadia second born, even. Them is like the PowerPoint. Interactive tale of love and war. The force of reason for a kingdom needs or perpetuate its reputation as a force of destruction. Damn, son. That's some game dev, dude. It's time to hop on it. I can be a game dev now too. I can write. Fuck you, dude. Let's go. That's actually quite impressive amount of reviews, I would say. For the price also. Not bad. There's some sort of like maybe already like popular universe author or something. Writing and character development. Well, I mean, there's nothing to show in the trailer, to be honest. Lurking around some community. Oh, in interactive fiction, I guess. Alright. Interactive fiction, probably. That's the thing, like, anything can find the audience. It's all about if you can deliver that stuff. And there is no bad games, boring, like with people in general. There's no, like, boring people, and there's no bad people. Well, I mean, sorta, right? Sorta. They have community of bad people too, basically. Let's put it that way. That will like them. You just need to find your audience there. You can sell books on Steam now. Yeah, basically. It's just kind of like a wrapper thingy there for the text. Quite a lot of these interactive fiction games. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is plenty. Yeah, interactive fiction. There it is. There it is. Yeah, that's a whole Plague Tale Requiem. Yep, that's my favorite type of interactive fiction. Then Scarlet Nexus, dude. Oh yeah, that's for sure, man. Yeah, the Citizen Sleeper would be like something I would try to aim for personally if I had like some idea going like that. Think. Then I would probably go with this one. This one is actually quite interesting. I will play this one. Like that is already like 100%. The question is when, but 100%. That's gonna be some reading streams there, dude. Yeah? Yeah, these all have like the gameplay and stuff though. It's not exactly quite the burn from the lags. That's true for Scarlet Nexus especially. That's quite the burn. There's no game wrong dimension. This one's pretty cool too, actually. This one is nice. I would really call it like interactive fiction though. So yeah, like actual one is not that bad, yeah. So like these are kind of like more, you know, fancy in terms of interactive fiction, I guess. Like they have some sort of. This is just literally. Like I'm not sure even what. Like you don't even need like engine for that or something. You just can make HTML pages or some shit. Just get a template with this. Just put some text, like interlink, you know, all the pages with the different options, and there you go. That's still, I mean, effort, right? But yeah. Oh, I mean, there's plenty of those, but yeah, there's plenty of those. You can buy the Steam games cheaper, though. That I should check. Yes, either Musk, I say. Into Dev. Every game is interactive fiction. I mean, true. Yes, yeah, there's plenty. Like even that Bang that Brew mentioned, for example. I think we also have like some sort of store where you can buy some keys and everything. Yeah, there's a bunch of that stuff. Problem is not all the keys even work nowadays. I got gifted some, didn't work, so I guess Gibbon really wants me to foster the light travel to Kazakhstan or something. I mean, if it's MTS, I got it. Thank you. I got it. And just using their like points, I guess, like the cashback points in MTS you can use there, or they just run a store, the actual store. Yeah, that's the thing. Like usually it's not like super popular. On the cafe owner simulator, yeah, that's like some playway friends there. Classic. Look at all the bundles, man. So yeah, sure, you can link it. You can link it. I can check it out. Alright. That was similar to Against the Storm, by the way. Very. Alright, let's check other stores, then get to the news part. It's like even something like that. Straight just like text with links, basically. You can still roll with that if you have some cool idea. If you really want to make it happen. And you have some dank writing and stuff. I think that's actually kind of not a bad way to start it. Like on the one hand, you have something like the Grey Block, right? We played when dude wanted to make a game. And he tried to go for like the full-blown experience and everything, and ended up with something kind of half-arsed where you can just take a wrong turn and just fall out of the level from the textures. And that was 6 years of his free time invested into that. And it kind of, well, we checked last time. I doubt picture kind of changed much there earlier. It's not gonna change until price drops. Yeah. Now you can like just pump 6 years of your life into this. And it's just kind of like, even the review that you got, that he gave the key to someone for free, gets negative. So yeah. Maybe if you have a really cool idea, especially in terms of story, try it as just writing on the game or something, maybe. It also might just fail completely, but you know, at least you didn't put 6 years into it. Yeah, but it also might work. Let's see, yeah, I'll need to check that. Especially if it's cheaper. That sounds good, because mostly right now buying stuff on Steam is more expensive than cheaper here. Unless you get the faster than light travel to get some of that Kazakhstan account. That might happen too, we'll see, because Gibbon really wants us to do that, looks like. The holiday sale on Epic now. What is good about this holiday sale is that they brought back... Yeah, there's the costume quest that you can get for free. Every day a new free game. What is this about even? Halloween been outlawed. No candy. Feel bad, man. A bit too late for Halloween, I would say, but you know, free. That's good, eh? But yeah, they got the coupon back, even though it's different now. The coupon now is 25% discount. So it ain't $10 discount per game, sadly, anymore. Now you need to buy some $100 edition of something, I guess, to get some. Well, actually, no. Wait a second. It's 22. It's not 25%, right? Discount, yeah. Well, actually, you can get even more than $10 discount then. I guess they did that just basically for Russia and other countries with regional prices, because like 25% off is good, but not as good as $10 plain. You know, when like some AAA game basically costs like $40 and you get $10 off, that is 25%, right? But when you buy some indie game that costs basically like $15 in our money, and like for $15 in our money you can get like pretty good stuff even, and you get $10 off that. That was a lot of games you could buy for very cheap, for $5 basically here. Like the range is pretty big, so they made it 25%. Can't really abuse it that much anymore. So like on cheap games, you're not gonna be getting some crazy discounts. I used to be able to buy a bunch. I remember I bought like Borderlands, I think, or something, for like a very low amount. See to the boss, guys. Say, yeah. Hey, think memes. Now you got it rolling with the Goat Simulator. Nice, nice. People will throw shit at you, like as I said, yeah? You breathe, people already hate you. You know, there is someone who already hates you. They don't even know you yet, but they already hate you. As soon as they meet you, they will hate you. So don't worry about that. No matter what you do something, there are people who hate you already. That's just how it works. The more exposed you to different amount of people, the more people who hate you you're gonna meet in this life. That's just how it is, though. So 25% discount seems good, Thank you, Pony. Thank you. Let's see. What is that? Rush Bear. I see. Alright. It's actually from MTS. The fuck, really? Oh, it is. Yeah. They just roll with memes there. I see how it is. Let me test them then. This. Do you have this, huh? Huh? How does the search works? Don't think you have this. Free Scamaza. Free service. Much Elden Ring actually. Let me see. No, Elden Ring the same price really. Elden Ring is the same price. Yeah, I couldn't find some of the stuff I wanted to look for. That I can't get on Epic, for example. Still nice though, some of the stuff you can get without you know, going through the whole ordeal of buying shit here nowadays. So that's good, Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there's plenty of those though. Oh, you mean, well, yeah, that's the one basically. There's summer version too. There's plenty of those. There is a lot of those. But I mean, it's popular though. Why not? These are pretty popular, so yeah, you just need to get the vibe, man. Game with actually no goal? I think so, yeah. I think so. You just walk, you know, and enjoy, if you can say so. And the Russian dooming, man. And that's basically how it is. You can make it even more doomy if you take 2022 nowadays. Can make it even more dank nowadays, you know. Doable. Yeah, you thank you, Pony. I'll need to research some more. This one is not in, sadly. What else? I mean, I kind of don't really, like, need anything currently. Neon white there too, alright. That's at least good that you can get the keys from not super shady places. With the proper payment methods. That's nice. That is very nice. I see the boss guys say. I mean, why not? Why not? I'll do some of that then. $1,300? What? Sus? Yeah, the fuck? What the fuck? Cocking us there. Is it really, dude? Is it like the Black Friday style of sale they have? So we got you coupon with 25% discount, but we're gonna increase the price of games 25% more. So, you know, that's just how it works. Because it's like literally more expensive than on Steam. Or are they now abusing the fact that on Epic we can buy directly? So they put the prices higher because people most likely gonna buy here. Because it's paying to buy stuff on Steam. The ultra lethal horror games, I see. Games Poop Killer? I remember that one, I think, yeah. I think I saw a little bit of that back in the day. Back in the day. Gotta check. Maybe something worth buying with 25% extra discount, but I kinda doubt it. We'll see. I mean, I'm kinda like loaded right now with stuff to play anyway. And when Boomerthon is over, there's still Game Pass going, so until like middle of March, I'm kinda loaded probably. And then I will need to probably obtain even more Game Pass, because there'll be more games out, you know, to play. Yes, the Axer, I say. Yeah, new for you, thank you, I say. That's classic. Epic free offers. Yes, every day there's gonna be some free shit. And cosmetics also for free. Pog. It's time. Fortnite with My Hero Academia. Let's go. Fortnite is a game for weebs now. Not playing Fortnite, you're not a proper weeb, eh? Time to keep up with times, eh? Alright, let's see what's here and get to the news. GOG also got the sale, I see. Alright. A King of Seas for free. Pog. My free shit. Orphromanic 30% discount. Pillar of Eternity Definitive 55% discount. Although the bad. Si potesse. T-Point Hospital. Bloodlines. Master of Magic. That's the classic still. No, wait. Caster of Magic for Windows. Like DLC. No, probably like the original or something. Probably. The SWAT 4 even, yeah. Games for me. The power sleeves for me. Feels good, man. A new Fear 3. That's very new, dude. That's very new. The Feast is also out on GOG. That was interesting. That was interesting. And that was a message. The game, the message. You know, from here though, it's kind of like might be not that relatable, I guess. But it was interesting. And those subbers, yeah, they stopped giving me subbers anymore. Shaking my SMH. Warhammer 40k down the War Master Collection, still teasing with that, dude. I mean, we played like all of them on stream now at this point. Except for the third one, so the shit one. Maybe one day. I'll need to get, you know... I need to get the idea how it works, you know, why it was so bad. After all, gotta try it. Gotta try it one day. Wait, Hellpoint Blue Sun already 70% discount. Wasn't that one out not long ago? Yeah, in July. Well, I mean, relatively not long ago. Not bad. Dial Point DLC. The System Shock remake, yeah. Ooh, nah. Alright. Okay, let's get to the actual news now. Let's get to it. Yeah, Iron Life is actually like almost overwhelmingly there. 89% positive. Positively surprised with that one. Game is on Game Pass, save money. Needs FOV slider. Yeah, like most of complaints probably because of FOV. It didn't really bother me that much. Oh, I don't remember terms. Did they give 2023? Is it as approximate there? Man, that's a lot of reviews on this one too. Holy shit. This one went big, yeah. This one went big, yeah. Not a lot of content. Was completed in 6 hours. It's in 3 hours AFK, hence the playtime. It got repetitive towards the end. Damn son. If the game makes you sick, well, I mean, I played so far like what, 4, 5 hours? Fine. No one in chat complain either. But depends how perceptive you are for that, because I kind of don't really have issues with FOV. So far was alright. See the mask, I say. Well, it's time. It's time to replay it then. It is time. Yeah, I do still play this one on YouTube. Not sure if I will do today after stream. I might. If snow is still going, I just might go for a walk. Like evening with snow going and everything is good. So I might just kind of like take a bit of a chiller evening and go literal into the chill. But we'll see. I'll go tomorrow though. Tomorrow I'll do some in the evening. So it was actually pretty good. So far. You can kind of see it getting a bit repetitive, but it's also not a long one, so on Game Pass, for kind of free, quote-unquote, that's solid, I would say. Alright, the news, let's go. Yeah, let's go. There is not super much, but there is some. Platinum Games Hideki Kamiya can't conceive the Bayonetta series ending. Platinum Games Vice President Hideki Kamiya doesn't see the Bayonetta series ever ending. Told IGN Japan this during a new interview which touches the creator post Bayonetta 3 thoughts. Possible spin-off games and a brand new game with the codename Project GG. Asked if there is a chance players get a Bayonetta 4 or even a Bayonetta 5. Kamiya said he wants to make both of those games. Personally can't conceive the Bayonetta series ever ending. I want to make Bayonetta 4 and Bayonetta 5 and I intend on pitching them to the company. Mia goes further, revealing that the team often talks internally about how we could make 9 of them. He also said he wants people to believe him when he says, I'm not going to do anything that will betray the players. I'll see. 4, 5 or even Bayonetta 9. I wonder how well it's sold though on Switch, to be honest. Let's hope one day it will be able to get out of the Mario slavery, and we can play it on good platforms and stuff. That would be nice. Because I kind of like, because of that platform Fiesta, I kind of lost interest completely. I kind of like Bayonetta was one of the games I returned the most probably to back in the day. One that was in the sales opening even for the second game, buying that collector, staying in line. And then the third game I just kinda don't care. And I haven't even replayed the second game ever because it was on fucking VU that we bought just to play the game with my friend. Literally for one game, for Bayonetta 2. Hey, you replayed it recently I think though. But yeah, I kinda don't really feel like getting that BU and installing and connecting and stuff. Well, the capture card, at least I could do it on stream, I guess. Alright, I mean, eventually I probably will though. It would be nice to play it. All the Binaries again. I mean, I played the first one already twice on stream. It was 3 times. At least twice for sure. Hogwarts Legacy delayed on Switch and last-gen consoles. The Switch and last-gen versions of Hogwarts Legacy have been delayed. Game is still slated to release on February 10th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. However, everyone else will have to wait a few more months. I think that's a good idea. I think that's good, so they can like polish the optimization and like the worst performing platforms a bit more after the good stuff is already out. So it basically kind of dodges the cyberpunk problem in a way. In a way, not exactly, but still. Alright, what else do we have, God of War series ordered at Amazon Prime Video. Cory Barlog will be executive producer. I mean, that's actually pretty nice, though, that we're actually getting someone who is quite, I would say, instrumental for the God of War success to be as a part of the show production too. Yeah, but we'll see, I guess. Mark Ferguson, Hulk Osby, Children of Man, Iron Man will write the series, and Rafe Judkins, The Wheel of Time, will be the showrunner. Is Wheel of Time even that good? Because I think I'm not really super into shows, but I think it wasn't that great. I think no, maybe not the best, I guess, option, but you know, we'll see. At least the producer is good there, so maybe. Glorious, hello. Get the foil added to a business, yeah. I mean, just need to wait for mobilization. Wave 2 might be doable then, you know. Epic shutting down online services for several Unreal Tournament and Rock Band titles, among others. By January 24th, the following titles no longer be playable online, albeit with some caveats which are noted. Epic also started removing these titles from digital storefronts and will disable DLC purchases. Most of the games can still be played offline if you own them. Hello, Glories, hello. Thousand Tiny Claws, Dance Central, Green Day, Rock Band, Monsters Probably Stole My Princess, Rock Band, Beatles Rock Band, Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. Those names are from the past for sure. Unreal Gold, Unreal 2D Awakening, Unreal Tournament 2003, Unreal Tournament 2004. Unreal Tournament 3, Epic plans to bring back online features via Epic Online services in the future. Which I think they pretty much kinda did, because there should be... I'm not sure if it's available though. Not sure. Maybe it's just not available. It should be Unreal Tournament 3X, I think, or something. So there's like a new free version that's gonna be available on Steam with full crossplay and everything. Still pretty popular online. I think they're like mostly already on private servers or something. At least the original Unreal Tournament, I think. This one actually... Oh yeah, this Game of the Year edition, yeah. I think this one mostly played on kind of like private servers. It's kind of like Counter-Strike-ish system. I'm not sure about 2003, 2004. When you basically just kind of like host servers and people join. So I guess that not really gonna affect it much. Equal, hello, had no idea. Same as Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. No clue. No clue. Resident Evil Village VR mode will launch with PlayStation VR 2 as free DLC. Yeah, you will need, however, the $550 PSVR hardware, but you know, at least you get the free DLC. Boogie woogie, man. How's it going, Quack? How you doing, Glorious? But yeah, Unreal Tournament 3X, I think it's called. I think it should be like on all the platforms, but yeah, you know, it's like fun times nowadays, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's not yet on all, or it's just not here. Yeah, that ain't it. But whatever. Probably already being made, Haxer, probably. PC can use the hardware. Well, this is the PlayStation version though, but yeah. Let's see what I say. A bit cold then. On the Christmas weather. Christmas weather. As long as you have some snow there too on top of that. Do have a lot of that now. Amazon Games will publish Crystal Dynamics' next Tomb Raider game. That's actually interesting too, because they own by THQ. So why is not THQ actually publishing stuff? Because they're gonna have Unreal Engine 5 used now. Isalpo, Dilo. I see. No snow, just up to -10. Aw, oh, come on, man. Cold with no snow is a debate, man. Isalpo, nice. I'm gonna be busy, I see. I'm gonna be busy there. What a time to be off work. Feels good, dude. Feels good, eh? See, I wonder... Extraordinary opportunity to redefine what the publishing relationship is for Tomb Raider. Yeah, I wonder why Amazon? Not THQ. So maybe they already had like so much stuff going on that they decided to kind of like outsource the publishing to another company. I'm not sure. Or maybe since they own the developer, they decided to kind of like split the risks. So developing part is theirs and developing income is theirs, but the publishing goes to someone else. Hey Panda, hello. How we doing? Anything came out of THQ's huge acquisition? Right, well, there's plenty of shit, dude. There's plenty of stuff. Like, I don't even know how to, like, I guess find everything. Not sure what's even, like, available here, really. But yeah, I think they did get, like, what the Royal Humans they got and everything. They acquired Piranha Bytes for Helix and everything. I think there was a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Knights of Honor recently. Pretty good, actually. Gothic remake in progress right now. Now, THQ is pumping, man. THQ is pumping hard, and not everything is good. But they do be pumping a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, Jack the Lions also. True. There's a lot of like upcoming stuff though still. But not only upcoming, so they still be going strong, I would say. They still be. Yeah, like not even 30, there's like 100 something I think games in development. 30 is just like announced ones I think or some shit. They have insane amount there. And they also like working on Deus Ex and stuff now too apparently I think they mentioned. So there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot. PlayStation revealed that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will hit PlayStation 5 sometime next fall. News came after leaks from earlier this week indicating the game would be hitting the console in the fall of 2023. Seems those leaks were correct. Well, we do have this fall 2023 release window. PlayStation did not reveal a release date. So, the fall now. Not even the trailer. I think it's just kind of like to confirm the leaks and to kind of like, I guess, you know, like sort of like undermine them a bit. So it's not like some rumors being just like speculated and stuff. They just like, yeah, that's all. It's gonna be nothing. They probably didn't want to really announce it. As I said, I think they're kind of hiding all the announcements and everything until all the Microsoft Activision acquisition stuff is over, because you know they don't want to trigger anything with their exclusivities. And the next Xbox first party games, I mean, it depends what you think the first party game though. Like Xbox exclusive or something. The near then 2022, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess they kind of did, and that was always the case, though. Like, Xbox didn't really have a lot of their own exclusive ever, really. Not to mention their first-party studios weren't really, like, how do you say, there in particular. It still was mostly PC. No, the exclusive. What did Sony download exclusives? Horizon, God of War. Was there something else? Well, I guess like, well, the remasters. I'm not sure if you want to count. I guess. And they got what? Halo Infinite, I guess. What else was there? Well, I mean, they also got Grounded. They got Pentiment, which are small ones, obviously, of course, right? Not the main, the heavy hitters, basically. They are not the heavy hitters, but still. That's about it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Gran Turismo? Well, I mean, Xbox had Forza then, I guess you could say too. You could say too, huh? So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't completely dead. I wasn't completely dead, and they're just working on a bunch of shit though. Like all the Bethesda Studios stuff. There's a bunch of shit in the work. Who else do we have? Obsidian has multiple games in the work. Exile has something in the work. I think they didn't announce it still yet, if I remember correct. At least one game they have there going, I guess. The Ninja Theory, that one actually kind of just disappeared. The Senua Sacrifice, Senua's Saga, whatever. That one is just kind of like, not sure where it is though. It just kind of like disappeared completely from the radars after announcements and stuff. So there is some stuff going. But I think they also kind of like, maybe like being a bit more silent with that. So yeah, they got they got remakes and stuff too. I guess that's true. Well, that is true. But it was also on PC and everything, so I guess we're not gonna count that. Not exactly exclusive, you know. You know. So yeah, there is just like not a lot in general. Everyone's sitting and hiding. Not sure why. Maybe because there's nothing to show really. Maybe because of all these like lawsuits and acquisitions. Everyone's just like sitting still and quiet to not, you know, not to play into their opponent's narrative with their exclusivities and stuff. God of War Ragnarok returns to #1 as the PS5 stock arrives. FIFA drops to #2. Damn, son. FIFA in the UK drops to #2. Shaken by SMH. The anarchy. The anarchy in the UK. God of War in the first place. The power of selling them bundles, man. The Mario Kart is also being sold like all the time. Also bundles probably, but it's still ridiculous though. Like how much, dude? How much can you buy that? Animal Crossing is still up there too. Pokemon and stuff. Ridiculous. But the bundles, yeah. A class action lawsuit against Fortnite to go ahead in Canada. Judge sided with the plaintiffs, saying they have a valid product liability claim against Epic Games. Alright. A lawsuit was first initiated in 2019, and it's been a while, by Montreal-based legal firm Calyx Legal on behalf of the parents of 2 minors who claimed that Epic Games unknowingly created Fortnite to be as addictive as possible. Now Judge Sylvain Lucier has sided with the plaintiffs, agreeing that the claim does not appear to be frivolous or manifestly ill-founded, with the legal proceedings to now go ahead as the plaintiffs have a valid product liability claim against the defendants. Court concludes that there is a serious issue to be argued, supported by sufficient and specific allegations as to the existence of risks or even dangers arising from the use of Fortnite. The dangerous Fortnite, man. However, the judge did not agree that Fortnite was deliberately created to be addictive. Yuck. Court finds that there is no evidence for these allegations of the deliberate creation of an addictive game. Come on, dude. This does not exclude the possibility that the game is in fact addictive and that its designer and distributor are presumed to know it. Yeah, they have no idea, dude. They just kind of like, they didn't want to. Like, why are you giving this money to us, dude? No, please stop. Don't give us money. Don't be addicted to our game. Don't play it, dude. No, please stop. While Epic Games argued that there isn't enough evidence pointing towards the existence of video game addiction. Ah, I see. So now that's not the thing. Relying on findings from the American Psychiatric Association. But the judge argued that the fact that American psychiatrists have requested more research or that this diagnosis has not yet been officially recognized in Quebec does not make the claims in question frivolous or unfounded. Epic added that it plans to fight this in court. So they don't want just to give them money to calm down. They just actually want to fight that shit. I mean, I think like pretty much all of this is nowadays already created to be addictive. Like you see all those mechanics and stuff in the game implemented. Like, you know, they don't do it because the mechanics are like fun or exciting or something. They do it because those mechanics are addictive, eh? Even though I guess in case of Fortnite, some of those things were maybe kind of coincidental. Like they were like the first ones to create some of the things, like battle passes and stuff, for example. They were like the pioneers with that shit, right? So maybe in their case, you could argue that no one knew how it's gonna be. But whoever adds it later, though, you know why it's being added there. Riot Games suing NetEase and claims Hyperfront copies Valorant. Those the another hyper something. That was the Ubisoft one. I'm already like confusing that it's closed now too. Piega has too much hyper, man. Too much hyper there. All you need is Gucci hyper, man. These you don't need. A League of Legends firm seeks to shut down mobile shooter and requests substantial damages. That's not some random like Chinese company. That's a huge Chinese company though. That's some massive lawsuit probably. Polygon reports Riot has filed suits in the UK, Germany, Brazil and Singapore, all of which focus on similarities between the two titles when it comes to characters, maps, weapons, weapon skins and even weapon statistics. Nagins claims that a development of Hyperfront began in March 2020, that the game entered an open beta in August 2021 as Project M, with the full game launched in January 2022. Riot Games previously issued complaints to NetEase about similarities between the game, giving the example of Valorant's Hero, Omen, and Hyperfront's Nemesis. I mean, kinda... but isn't in general kind of generic. Kinda. Similar body shapes. Oh shit, man. Damn, son. Humans look similar. Ethereal face designs. Skin tight clothing and arm highlights. Bruh. Just like put two people like, you know, close to each other and just like kind of claim it. Well, I like, if anything, it's just like, yeah, I guess like the mask somewhat and like the hood and the mask combination. Yeah, that's like every Destiny character, for example. True. NetEase addressed these complaints, including redesigning the character, but Riot Games still believes the Hyperfront hero, as well as many other aspects of the game, still infringe on its rights. So like they literally went like by the book. So similar body shapes. All right, so we have the thin boy and we got the chonker now. All right, ethereal face designs. Well, that's hard to see here, really, though. Yeah, that's like some picture for Rans there. Skin tight clothing. Alright, we just give him some baggy clothing there. He's not skin tight anymore. Arm highlights. Well, I'm not sure what they actually meant with arm highlights. I guess like something like this thingy here, or I'm not sure. But yeah, his arms are just chunky now. That's it. All right, now what they found? Present as mysterious ninja-like stealth characters. That's very specific, small amount of characters in video games. Both have rigid hoods with a similar prominent angular shape and backline capes. Alright, hoods and capes, that's also really rare. Both outfits are a gray-black with similar purple accents. Well, I mean, kinda true. Yeah, they forgot to switch the colors, I guess. That's gonna be next time. Particularly around the hood, Characters both take a powerful stance. Oh, yeah, that's a rare one, dude. That's a rare one. Both characters wear body armor. Oof. Oof. Shit. Copy, man. Copy. Including textured pauldrons and diagonally wrapping belts. Neither character's face is clearly visible and both have glowing eyes. Dude. With this shit, you can just like, yeah. How about you go like sue Destiny or something? Or they probably should sue you then, that you copied some Destiny characters there. What the fuck, man? All of our creative choices are mirrored and NetEase of the game. We don't think that changing the color of a character ability or slightly modifying the visual appearance changes the fact that it's copyright infringement. Yeah, Panda, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not easy, you know. That's a big company, so probably the lawsuit might be some big monies if they manage to prove it. But I kind of doubt it. It's also a Chinese company, so they probably just don't give a shit, to be honest. Especially if the game is not even like popular abroad. I haven't heard about this whatsoever. Well, it's mobile, right? So I kind of have no idea. So they probably just kind of, alright, fine. I'm just not going to sell it like in Europe and America. And nothing changed literally for them. They still get monies and everything. Ordered shutdown and requesting substantial damages, although the company did not specify a figure. I see. This is the best example they have is real bad. Yeah, this example is real bad. I mean, like the most is like abilities. Like abilities, the concept of the character is the same, abilities are the same, then maybe. But again, like if it's like archetype of the character, like will you just like, I don't know, like something like the AD carry in like all the AD carries in League are kind of the same and stuff, you know, like if it's an archetype. They're not the same, obviously, right? But they can, if you make AD carry characters in other MOBA games, is that like copyright infringement now or something? Like, come on, dude. Ragi is currently engaged in another ongoing legal battle over copyright infringement, having repeatedly attempted to sue China-based developer Moonton Technology. Company claims Moonton's title Mobile Legends Bang Bang is a copy of Riot's flagship title League of Legends. Latest lawsuit was dismissed by a US court last month, which ruled that the dispute should be settled in China. Yeah, good luck settling that dispute, dude, with Chinese company. Probably gonna be the same here too. So that sounds kinda not very good. True, that was true. Supercell removes loot boxes from Brawl Stars, the mobile studio opting for deterministic rewards going forward. That is nice. It means there will be no more probabilities, no more random rewards, no more playing the guessing game when you unlock brawlers. That's good. Right, is also a Chinese company. Well, I mean, kind of true, yeah. It's gonna be Tencent, I guess, then suing NetEase. Who will win? I wonder. But I don't think it's like a strong case, to be honest. Not a mobile game. No, Brawl Stars is on PC2 and stuff, I think, for a while now, wasn't it? No, wait a second. That was Brawlhalla, I guess. Yeah. That's different one. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet shifts 3 million in Japan alone, I guess. In Japan, monthly charts. Alright. What is all the weebs in the world should play now? Because it's popular in Japan. Pokemon, Splatoon, Tactics Orgy. Damn, son, that would be quite the tactical orgy game. Damn, son, it's time. Hop on development, boys. God of War Ragnarok. Harvestella, Sonic Frontiers, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Minecraft, the Nintendo, and Ace Angler. Fishing Spirits, them son, the fishing games even. Look at this. Switch, PS5, Switch. It's like, dude. Where's the other platforms? Come on. You guys are not really, you know, representative and inclusive there. We need more platforms in the top. Jagex acquires Gamepires, a studio behind Scum. That one was interesting. Because like Scum is already, I think, not doing that well for a while. Mostly positive now though. Huh. But I guess it's still doing though. A 0.8 patch. How long is it in early access already? Since 2018. Like, holy shit, okay. So the RuneScape boys decided to acquire themselves a BR game. Alright. Interesting investments there. Probably. And the bugs and performance, they're the biggest issue with the latest Pokemon? Yeah, apparently. Apparently that's the case. So maybe not exactly the worst one, but you know, those bugs and performance also kinda important, I guess. Yugi developer aims to support a full launch of the 2018 survival game. Oh, so they're gonna be launching it full now. Jagex aims to enable Gamefire's team of over 50 developers to prepare Scum, which has been in early access since August 2018, for a full 1.0 launch. How are they even like surviving, still working on it? Like 50 devs. What they like saw already that like the 35 people publisher in US. Well, I mean, in UK, I doubt it's like much cheaper, I guess, to have the company rolling. It was 1.8 mil per year in salaries alone. This is 50, this is even more. It is already for 4 years in early access. Like, are you selling that well? To keep going? I mean, I guess they sold quite a lot, but like I think it's like quite dead already for a long while. Let's see, actually, maybe it's not, but I remember I think it was Lyric revisiting it like a few months ago when I was still watching. And it was pretty dead. Oh, actually, not really, huh? I thought that was deader than that. Not really then, huh? Actually kind of an upswing then. Huh, interesting. That's pretty cool. Didn't know. Didn't know it's still pumping. Well, then I see why they're investing into this. Then I could see that, especially since jumping from the early access to the full release will be probably like a good opportunity to farm some free exposure for the game and stuff. Not bad. You believe in the vision of Tomislav, Andrei, and the talented team. No, it's the Eastern Europe also, so I guess that's kind of like cheaper for them to develop stuff. Let's see. Yeah, looks like the RuneScape boys started going ham on acquiring stuff. That's good. Yeah, super, I say. The proper review there. Nice, nice. Pokemon and God of War can't prevent November sales slump. Switch sales down year on year, but PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X sales grow. Well, probably because the supply increased. 18.1 million video games were sold across Europe during November 2022, the latest GSD data shows. This is actually a decline of 17% over November 2021. Damn, son. 7.8 million games were downloaded, a drop of nearly 15% year on year. And while 10.4 million were bought physically, that's still quite a lot. Well, I guess it's mostly consoles though, like no PC info here. So that makes sense, because I don't anyone buys still physical stuff on PC. Like I haven't had the CD drive in my PCs since like 2010s probably. Key difference compared to 2021 is that Call of Duty Vanguard launched during November last year, whereas this year Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrived in October. Oh damn, the Call of Duty, like, this deciding the faith of the all the video games, the world sales. Another game that was weaker during November this year compared with 2021 was FIFA, which also pulled the number down. Wait, FIFA this year was weaker than last year? I thought because of the World Championships and stuff, it should be pretty huge, no? God of War Ragnarok is number 1. 69% of Ragnarok sales were on PS5 version, a remainder on PS4. And Pokemon sold better too. Then the Switch still number 1. And Xbox and PlayStation grow. God of War, FIFA, Call of Duty, Pokemon, Sonic, GTA 5 again, regularly. It just doesn't go anywhere, it's always there. It's just always there. The first God of War too, alright. It never leaves though. Always in the chart. A report, Microsoft is willing to put Call of Duty in PlayStation Plus. Company has made another concession to appease PlayStation, Bloomberg reports. Microsoft offers Sony the right to include Call of Duty within its PS Plus subscription service. This is an addition to the deal that would guarantee Call of Duty comes to PlayStation, Nintendo, and Steam platforms for at least the next 10 years. In addition, even. One of the concerns from regulators around this deal is the impact subscriptions and streaming may have on the future of gaming, and whether Call of Duty in particular would give Microsoft an unassailable advantage over its competitors in these areas. Microsoft has responded by saying it doesn't view subscriptions as a standalone market in games and that it is just one business model. Also points out that there are successful sub-services out there already, including PlayStation Plus, that currently do not feature new Call of Duty titles. Although offering Call of Duty into PS Plus may remove a reason to leave PlayStation and subscribe to Game Pass, it would potentially boost subscriptions as a business model which fits Microsoft's strategy to grow this area of the business. So it'll be like on PC and everything, it'll be part of Game Pass. On PlayStation, it'll be PS Plus game. I doubt they'll make enough money though that way, because right now they're pumping fucking billions in a very short amount of time with Call of Duty. I don't think you can pull that much with subscriptions. Like, it's more of a long game with subscriptions, but what kind of long game when they have like one game a year? You don't really have time to get this, like, you know, like slow roll of subscription profits. You just need to sell ASAP, because next year already gonna be the next game in this series, and you will need to sell that one. Sony's more cautious around the subscription business model. Yeah, oh, that's just kind of recap. We saw that one. Yeah, they don't like putting the new games there and don't want to put new games there. Alright. What do we have here? The loot box state of play in regulatory and policy research developments. Researcher Leon Zhao offers a worldwide recap for a busy year of legal action around loot boxes and games. Let's see. Substantive developments. The Netherlands. 2018 Netherlands Gambling Authority opined in English. Okay. Opined. Oh, yes. The loot boxes whose content possessed a real-world monetary value can be transferred to other players and cashed out to legally constitute gambling. Some games complied by disabling the ability to transfer loot box rewards between players. However, Electronic Arts refused to do so with its FIFA games. Why can you transfer stuff in FIFA? No. The NGA brought on enforcement action against EA and imposed a financial penalty, which was initially upheld by a district court of The Hague in 2020. EA subsequently appealed that decision. In March 22, the highest administrative court in the Netherlands decided the final appeal in EA's favor and determined that the player packs loot boxes in the FIFA games do not contravene Dutch gambling law. The court decided that before considering the question of whether the loot boxes legally constitute a game of chance or gambling, it is necessary to first consider whether loot boxes represent sufficiently a separate and standalone game that is capable of being so assessed. That is not the case, and the court's view would be that in most cases loot boxes are not sufficiently standalone. Then the correct question to ask is instead whether the whole overarching video game legally constitutes a game of chance or gambling. Nearly all video games would be games of skill and not chance, so this appeal judgment means, in my opinion, that nearly all video games loot boxes implementations would be lawful in the Netherlands, unless the game is offering traditional gambling in disguise. However, since the judgment and practice companies are still being overly cautious and removing loot boxes from Netherlands, which they are technically not legally required to do. In response to this judgment, the Dutch legislators have suggested banning loot boxes in the Netherlands and copying the Belgian regulatory position, but this has not yet materialized. Belgium, 2018 also, all loot boxes that players can spend real-world money to buy, directly or indirectly through a premium currency, legally constitute gambling. This decision differs from the Dutch because the gambling laws of these two countries are written differently. Companies must possess a license before offering gambling services. However, video game loot boxes are not a product that can be duly licensed within the existing regulatory framework. This means that offering loot boxes for sale in Belgium requires a gambling license, but no such license can be applied for and obtained by a video game company. And thus, all paid loot boxes constitute illegal gambling, and even adults are not allowed to purchase them. However, when I visited Belgium in June 2022 to assess the 100 highest grossing iPhone games, I found that 82% of them still contained illegal paid loot boxes. Although major companies removed loot boxes from the Belgian version of their games or chose not to publish their games in Belgium, broadly speaking, the law has not been effectively enforced. Indeed, the use of VPNs allows Belgian players to access removed and unpublished games and purchase loot boxes. Our expectations were subverted. Belgian players are still exposed to loot boxes. Any existing policies should not be assumed to be a perfect solution. We can always try to do better. Well, it's not like you can change the part about VPN, but you know, if someone is going like that out of their way to throw money in the dumpster to use VPNs and everything, then, you know, that's already not your problem, really. That's already not your problem, in my opinion. The Belgian Minister of Justice responded to my study and explained that the gambling regulator does not have enough resources and that enforcing the law is too difficult in practice. This suggests that completely banning loot boxes might not be practically achievable. Peace on prayer, low. How we doing, man? In July 2022, long-awaited UK government response to the loot box consultation was published. UK government decided against changing the definition of gambling to include all paid loot boxes. Instead, UK government is asking the industry to self-regulate more effectively. Oh yeah, they sure will. Specifically by ensuring that under 18s cannot purchase loot boxes without their parents' consent, which would require robust age verification mechanisms. And second, all players have access to spending controls and transparent information. Specific requirements are expected to be announced in 2023, and companies should be prepared to meet those in due course. For industry self-regulation to work effectively, I have recently recommended that first, industry standard non-discretionary rules be adopted. Second, compliance be continually monitored, and third, robust enforcement mechanisms be included to combat non-compliance. Beyond those, I would emphasize the importance of involving and engaging with foreign companies during regulatory process, as many past instances of non-compliance were committed by companies that might simply lack local awareness rather than by those consciously choosing to break the law. Nice, sound pretty nice, sounds good. Sounds good. Chillin' sounds good, man. Taiwan. Since July 22, Taiwan has required probability disclosures by law. This was previously required by law only in mainland China since 2017, although it is required by industry self-regulation in most other countries. Draft laws and proposed bills. Finland, in September 2022, a bill, LA42/2022 VP, was proposed in the Finnish parliament seeking to amend the legal definition of a lottery to include all paid loot boxes, which indicates that some countries remain open to the possibility of regulating loot boxes as gambling and changing their gambling laws to encompass loot boxes if needed, even when other countries have turned away from that approach. Spain. In July 22, Ministry of Consumer Affairs of Spain published an extensive draft law seeking to establish an ad hoc regulatory framework for loot boxes that would be separate from but operate parallel to the existing one for traditional gambling. The same gambling regulator would be in charge of loot box regulation. My understanding is that, contrary to popular belief, the draft Spanish law would only apply to loot boxes that contain rewards that have real-world monetary value, i.e. can be transferred to other players and cashed out. Such loot boxes would have fallen within the definition of gambling in most countries already. This draft law effectively codifies that those loot boxes are regulated and set out how this would be done. Something like this is adopted in Belgium, and indeed they should consider this, then it would resolve the unfortunate situation where participation in regulated gambling by adults is permitted, but purchasing loot boxes is not due to licensing technicalities. Proposed measures include requiring real-life identity verification for all players purchasing loot boxes, which gives rise to data protection and privacy control concerns, true. Restricting the advertising of loot boxes, unclear whether this applies to the overarching video game. Publishing probability disclosures, showing the real-world euro price rather than virtual currency price, that is true. Providing spending histories, allowing players to self-exclude themselves from future purchases, allowing players to set spending limits, and asking players to make a pre-commitment as to how much they want to spend. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Infraction of these requirements, depending on severity, may result in written warnings, small and large fines, injunction to the continued operation of the video game. Australia. In November 2022, a bill was proposed in the Australian Parliament seeking to require video games containing loot boxes to first classified as being suitable only for those age 18+, and second appended with a warning label. We do not know how that warning would be phrased. The recent empirical research has suggested that ESRB's and PEGI's in-game purchases includes paid random items. Label is poorly understood and does not effectively alert consumers to content they perceive to be potentially harmful, and fails to adequately inform consumer spending decision. United States, Illinois. No loot box related actions were taken by the Illinois legislature in 2022 per se. A bill seeking to require a warning label was introduced in February 2021. 102nd General Assembly spanned 2021-2022, so the bill would be dead when a new session begins in 2023. This is Diablo Termask. The bill may still be reintroduced. The wording under the proposed warning contains purchasing loot boxes has been linked to real-life gambling addictions in both children and adults. This assertion implies causation and lack of solid scientific basis. This example illustrates the importance for any warning label to be balanced. It must provide sufficient information without engaging in unscientific fear-mongering. As this summary demonstrates, the loot box regulatory landscape is rapidly changing and may indeed now be experiencing more turmoil than in previous years. Companies should keep abreast of relevant policy developments in all countries where they operate. Finally, companies should remember that although they must meet all legal obligations, they can and should always go above and beyond to provide an even higher standard of consumer protection to their players than what the law requires as a minimum. And that they not gonna do. Kick. That's just how it goes. Corpa is not gonna let go of their profits. No. Zynga unveils Access All Area. The platform offers users various resources to learn about career opportunities within the UK games industry. Users will take a virtual tour which includes games industry professionals speaking about their positions and learning about game development from pre-production to launch. Web-based platform inspired by Zynga subsidiary Natural Motion is intended to help educators, parents and children. Additionally, the firm said that it aims to foster more diversity and inclusion in gaming with Access All Areas. Built Access All Areas in conjunction with parents and experts to increase awareness about gaming careers and to broaden access for everyone, especially young creative minds from different backgrounds. That's pretty nice, especially if there's like the lectures and stuff there. The metaverse, man. It's coming. Devs upgrade the Lolkiak Chiburiak. Insane. Insane, eh? Speaking of, My.Games to exit Russia, restructure business. Publisher will transfer all Russian licenses to independent company. Will no longer earn revenue from this market, which is... Come on, dude. Are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? The announcement issued by its Amsterdam headquarters, the publisher said all parts of the business that have been generating revenue in Russia will be spun off into new independent entity. This entity will have no affiliation with My.Games. Yep, charity, dude. Licenses for all Russia-related products will be transferred to independent Russian firm Ostrom Entertainment, after which My.Games will no longer earn revenues from these titles in Russia. Company will also cease any remaining operations in that market, will continue to develop and publish titles for console, PC and mobile, focusing on key markets such as the US, Europe and Asia, with plans to also target developing markets such as MENA, Latam, India and Indonesia. My.Games said its exit will involve restructuring the business, with the publisher now focused solely on international business development as well as improving infrastructure for its distributed team. More than 90% of My.Games staff work remotely and have done so since 2020. The company is led by its Amsterdam headquarters with offices in Cyprus, Spain, China, Finland and Korea. My.Games also has co-working spaces in Turkey and Armenia, with plans to open more across EMEA in 2023. That's a big cool story, man. Yeah, that's the publishing label of Mail.ru. It's like one of the biggest companies here. Held by one of the oligarchs, who is the friend of the god emperor. So yeah, they gotta like not get any profits from here. That's a cool story, bro. That's a very cool story. That's a big cup indeed. Apple may allow third-party app stores on iPhone in next update. EU's new Digital Markets Act requires platform holders to allow alternative purchasing options. Easy. EU just said no. Give us alternative stores. And Apple needs to comply. That's the good stuff, man. That's the good stuff. Hey, next gen, hello. How we doing? According to Bloomberg, the move is being encouraged by the EU's new Digital Markets Act, which seeks to ban large platform holders from gatekeeping software on their devices. That's good. Hope that will stay like this longer. That like at least, you know, some places here still push for some good legislations without lobby and other shit. That's good, man. New rule says that users must be allowed to install and use third-party apps, as well as be able to sideload software by downloading directly, something Apple has historically not permitted on its hardware. This will also give developers the option of which app store to release products on, which could mean circumnavigating Apple's 30% App Store cut. Companies have until March 6, 2024 to comply with the rule, so they basically have 1.5 years to come up how to still manage to fuck things up. Well, you need to know how the law is phrased and everything. They might just still kind of like tie everything to their own payment methods, for example, like the Apple Pay or some shit. So sure, install, you know, third-party App Store, but you still need to pay through our gate, and we're still gonna take the fee from that. Bloomberg reported that Apple is still considering mandating certain security requirements, which includes verification in external apps and potential fees. Yep. Also still undecided on whether to allow third-party payment systems, a move that led to a complex lawsuit between Apple and Epic Games last year. You'll see if we'll get another act of that show. All that lawsuit and Fiesta was kind of good in the sense that we got like so much beans spilled on like inner dealings of many companies, and that was quite nice. Private Division launches new developer fund. The program aims to support studios with the mentorship and financial backing to self-publish their titles. So the publisher makes a fund for others to self-publish. That's some sus stuff there. Initiative aims to support smaller studios with mentorship and financing. A Private Division will be assisting independent developers with the fund. Their games will be self-published. Okay. Has committed to supporting several studios such as Die Gute Fabrik, Radical Forge, and Lost Native. Since we announced Private Division 5 years ago, we've seen a number of promising game ideas from smaller teams that didn't quite fit with our full-fledged publishing model. One part that already, like the Private Division, is the Take-Two division to publish like smaller games. So now they make another division of this division to make even smaller games, to publish even smaller games. We could not simply have a one-size-fits-all approach in today's world. We'd never like to say no to an incredible game concept due to the size of the project, and the Private Division Development Fund enables us to identify and support some of the best creative ideas our industry has to offer. I mean, that's nice though. That is nice. I think like a lot of those like mini, micro, nano games, the bite-sized games. I think Google also making something like this. I forgot. It's like Game Snacks, I think it was called, or something. Like super small games, mostly browser ones even, that you can just like quickly play on any platform pretty much. Very popular there. Amazon Games to publish next Tomb Raider game, which we already saw before. Crystal Dynamics. Yeah, so they work directly with Crystal Dynamics even. So THQ just kind of like, alright guys, sure, work with Amazon. I mean, I guess. Maybe Amazon is paying very good. So they just decided not to publish it themselves, but get someone else. Well, I mean, THQ also has a lot of their plate, I guess, right now with all the games going in development and stuff, so maybe. Facebook gaming viewership grew by 21% during November. Stream Elements and Rainmaker.gg reports that during 2022, League of Legends hit 1.4 billion viewing hours on Twitch. Alright, let's see. Game debuts of the year on Twitch based on hours watched. Lost Ark 72 million hours, Elden Ring 71 million hours. Damn, Lost Ark was, well, that's drops obviously. Elden Ring didn't have drops. Simple as that. Simple as. YouTube Gaming brought in 244 million hours watched in October, continuing declines the streaming platform has seen since it's accumulated 305 million hours back in August. So YouTube is still in huge decline. And like after streaming on YouTube for like what, like 2 weeks, I can see why. It's garbage, man. Meanwhile, Facebook Gaming was the only streaming service that saw growth in November as it hit 414 million hours watched, up 21% from October. God of War Ragnarok debuted among Twitch's most watched games with 38 million hours. 26 here though. Stream Elements also provide yearly data for streaming platforms, highlighted that only 5 new releases in 2022 hit Twitch's top monthly views. The group included Lost Ark, Elden Ring, Overwatch, FIFA, and God of War. For the full year, from January to November, most watched games on Twitch are listed below. Basically suck, yeah. Yeah, Quack, no clue, no clue. I mean, it could be. It's like in developing markets, Facebook is still huge, though. And I mean, I haven't tried it. I don't use, like, we don't use Facebook here in general. Mostly. So, not to mention, right now it's considered terroristic organization, so you can't even really use it, or you rather not recommended much to use it. So, yeah, not sure how good it is and stuff. But yeah, the YouTube discoverability and streaming in general is very atrocious, man. I thought Twitch is bad. No, Twitch is actually good. So live streaming is Twitch still for a while probably. So the most watched for the almost full year: League of Legends, GTA, Valorant, Counter-Strike, Apex, Fortnite, Dota, and Minecraft. The Valorant more than CS already. Well, Valorant did the smart thing, I think, this year, that they allowed a bunch of big streamers just to co-stream their stuff, right? CS kind of caught up with that later, though, also. Like, I remember Forsen was reacting to some, like, esports events and stuff. But yeah, that, I think, boosted Valorant a lot. When, like, Shroud, like, a bunch of other big streamers could just, like, sit there, watch some Valorant championships and stuff, and, you know, just, like, odds. A bunch of views there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of like like they want your content and the viewers in general to be like engaged all the time. Like if they're not engaged, then you know, well, shit, you are not. They're not your viewer then if they're not engaged. But like, one thing is to make like 30 minutes video or something, right? And like that person just like watches through, for example. Not always, even still, right? And another thing is like to stream for like 8 hours, for example, or more, right? Keeping people engaged. Nah, dude, that doesn't work that way. Yeah, but yeah. And if you use it on the phone, then you can turn the screen off even. Like you need to have that my friend is molding all the time. Like he used to have like also Spotify or something until they left. And now he needs like the YouTube, but he needs to have like the phone screen on to listen to music when he like goes like for a smoke or something. Otherwise it stops too, if you don't pay, which you can't even pay from here right now, so... PP gear. PP gear, I would say. Kojimbo's Death Stranding gets a film adaptation. Alex Leibovich's Hammerstone Studios is set to fully finance the Kojima production-inspired movie. Kojimbo finally got to get himself a movie. Develop and produce the movie. Currently unknown who will write or direct the feature film. Founded by Alex Leibovich, Hammerstone Studios will be financially backing the Death Stranding movie. Couldn't be more excited about this new partnership with the Hammerstone Studios, said Kojima. This is a pivotal moment for the franchise, and I'm really looking forward to collaborating with them in bringing Death Stranding to the big screen. I mean, for dudes, that's just like easy money, man. Like this shit, like it can't fail. Like even if it's gonna be complete fucking garbage, there will be still people who will be like with like, you know, with the foaming, fuming, who will be like, you just don't understand. He's a genius, bro. It's great. So that's like easy win for them. He lost run. Plugins for that, I'll see. This is already a movie. I mean, kinda. Not false. Even has the real actors in it, yeah. USK adds loot boxes and online risks to age ratings. And German ratings board expands the labels to provide more information on potential risks to minors. In-game Koffer. Shots in-game Koffer. Alright. Koffer. More gameplay than most AAA out there, damn son. Well, I mean, yeah, it's one kind of gameplay, I guess, too there. If you're done with that. The actors in the movie will be recasted instead of the actors in the game. Dude, it's probably gonna be like more expensive to get them in the movie. But I mean, if they got like the big sponsor, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's pretty good though. Adding all the warnings. Possible online risks. And the loot boxes are in-game purchases, I guess. Also consider the inclusion of purchasing options or online communications. Highlight the presence of online chat features, loot boxes, and in-game purchases. Presence of purchases does not appear to automatically increase the age rating. USK offering the example above of a game featuring in-game transactions but still suitable for players aged 6 or above. It doesn't really change too much because like I think like a lot of those ratings no one even like pays attention to. Well, actually in Germany maybe, but not the parents probably, but in the store. Yeah. Everybody ignores them anyways, I say. Well, that's how we bought the Postal with my sister when we were like 13 or something, or less, I guess. Probably less, to be honest. European Parliament calls for better consumer protections in gaming. Committee's list of concerns includes making sure developers avoid addiction-feeding design and take into account the age, rights, and vulnerabilities of the children. Think of the children, man. A vote, a wide-ranging support, 35 votes for, none against, and 3 abstentions. The committee approved a draft report calling for better consumer protections, most notably around loot boxes and children. Committee called for information about games content, in-game purchase policies, and target age groups to be readily available, much like PEGI ratings. And for parents to have effective controls over how much time and money their children spend on games. On loot boxes specifically, a committee wants to make sure game developers avoid addiction-feeding design and take into account the age, rights, and vulnerabilities of children, and suggested a child impact assessment on the issue might be required. Canceling game subscriptions has to be as easy as subscribing. Return and refund policies have to comply with EU rules, and national authorities must put an end to illegal practices allowing to exchange, sell, or bet on in-game sites. The draft report was not exclusively critical of gaming. It recognized it's an important sector and suggested creating an annual European Online Game Award as a way to support it. Damn son, the actual European Government Award, insane. In addition, it asked the European Commission to propose a European video game strategy to unlock the economic, social, educational, cultural, and innovative potential of this fast-growing cultural and creative sector. Feels good, man. Feels good, eh? That is very nice of them. Them some prayer, them. Careful, careful. Might be there for a reason. 5 Criterion veterans depart after Need for Speed Unbound launch. EA announced 2 new Need for Speed leaders. Well, surprisingly, this one actually went really well. Like, the reviews are good. Seems like everything's pretty good. But some dudes left. But yeah, I think it's just kinda... They maybe had some sort of agreement. Like some sort of like term when they still need to stay in the company after acquisition by EA. And now as soon as it's over, they just out. Matt Webster, a VP and GM of Criterion, has left the studio. Webster has been with Criterion for over 23 years and has been working for EA since 1990. Well, actually no, then that's not the case if they're already working with EA for that long. Part of the initial team responsible for the first FIFA game. Interesting. That's some stealthy stuff there then. Also departing is executive producer Pete Lake, who first joined Criterion back in 1996 as an artist. He lives alongside senior technical director Andre Shiris, a 60 years Criterion veteran. Head of studio development Alan McDermott is also moving on after 17 years with EA, while Steve Uphill, head of content, leaves following his latest 10-year stint with the developer. All five have left to explore new opportunities outside of EA and comes after the release of Need for Speed Unbound. Interesting. The game went pretty good though, apparently. Karma leaving method, I haven't had... I mentioned it yesterday, I think I remember. We checked that stuff, but yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I don't think like gaming media didn't really post about it, seems like, because I would add it then if it would be there. Kalbach is based as fuck for his reason for leaving. Yeah, I mean, he was done dealing with all the management and stuff there. A mobile version of Vampire Survivors reaches 1 million downloads in a week. Free port of Indie Hit is most popular in Brazil, Japan, and the US. Already hit mobile more than 1 million times within 1 week of release. And Japan is the game's biggest market on iOS, followed by US, Russia, South Korea, and Taiwan. Biggest audience on Android is in Brazil, followed by US, Russia, Japan, and Spain. Not bad. Not bad. The biggest. Oh, Vampire Survivors in Japan. It's now a certified weeb game. Chris Mattson returns to Blizzard Entertainment after 6 years. Former Senior Vice President of Creative Development joins the Warcraft team as a creative advisor. Before his 2016 departure, a 22-year-old stint at the company and previously served as Senior Vice President of Creative Development. A great joy that I announced Chris Mattson has joined the Warcraft leadership team as a creative advisor. Chris' focus initially will be on World of Warcraft, then his work will expand to other projects across this growing franchise. That's very nice. I wonder what they're gonna do with the franchise though. And what we're gonna get, what kind of games we're gonna get there in the universe then. Yeah, Glorious, yeah. That's indeed a very interesting story of success, that is true. 20 Minutes Till Dawn actually has like pretty much a whole bunch of info about their success published there. Can't really get anything like super crazy deep on Vampire Survivors, but yeah, 20 Minutes Till Dawn will already analyzed, I guess, some of their reports and postmortems. It's nice, it's nice. That is really cool. Kind of like with Stardew, for example, also. It made like 300 million bucks there. Like, oof. Oof, that's good. For one-man project, that is good. The Warcraft BR, yeah. The Game Awards pulls in 103 million live streams. That's probably viewers, I guess, not the live streams. Geoff Keighley hosted a program. The viewership grew 21% year over year. There's already card game Warcraft. I mean, there's a BR, I guess, already in a way there too, you could say. The 21% increase to 103 million. We were part of it. Feels strong, man. Feels good. Making 4 years supports it to this day, yeah. Now, 1 second. Carmack stuff. Fine. Let me find it. Let me get it. Let's get this one. 1 second. There was like a bit more, maybe. Let me check. Alright, this stuff, got him, got him. Got him, alright. You had all this already, good. Alright. See what I say. Well, that will require me turning on VPNs and everything, which I can't right now without reconnecting, so we'll go with this one. John Carmack says Meta constantly self-sabotaged their own VR efforts. His farewell memo as CTO was leaked. John Carmack has left his position as Chief Technology Officer at Meta, saying that the company constantly self-sabotaged in their virtual reality efforts and that he has never been able to kill stupid things before they cause damage. Carmack made the comments in an internal memo which was leaked to Business Insider. Carmack says he's now focusing his efforts on his artificial intelligence startup. After the leak happened, Carmack posted full text of the memo to Facebook with some additional context. This is the end of my decade in VR. I have mixed feelings. After writing that the Quest 2 is almost exactly what I wanted to see from the beginning, he explains that his problem is with the company's efficiency. You have a ridiculous amount of people and resources, but we constantly self-sabotage and squander effort. There's no way to sugarcoat this. I think our organization is operating at half the effectiveness that would make me happy. It has been a struggle for me. I have a voice at the highest levels here, so it feels like I should be able to move things, but I'm evidently not persuasive enough. A good fraction of the things I complain about eventually turn my way after a year or two passes and evidence piles up, but I have never been able to kill stupid things before they cause damage, or set a direction and have a team actually stick to it. I think my influence at the margins has been positive, but it has been never been the prime mover. AJLO. Well, some of these words are harsh. Carmack does say that the pain is partly prompted by his years dedicated to writing efficient code. When you work hard at optimization for most of your life, seeing something that is grossly inefficient hurts your soul. He also adds that he might have been more persuasive if he had moved to Meta's headquarters at Menlo Park and engaged more with leadership rather than focusing on programming, but that I assumed I would hate it, be bad at it, and probably lose anyway. Carmack's departure from Meta has been foreshadowed for a long time. Several years ago, the id Software co-founder wrote that he expected the last act of his career to be focused on creating artificial general intelligence. Earlier this year, his AGI startup, Keen Technologies, raised $20 million in funding, around £16.4 million. Carmack had more recently only been devoting about 20% of his time on Meta. Carmack's departure might have a more symbolic than actual significance. Even before joining Meta from ZeniMax, itself a source of controversy, Carmack has been one of the most prominent faces in the modern revival of virtual reality. When the original Oculus Rift tech was being shown to press, it was by Carmack in a back room at E3 with a jerry-rigged headset prototype and a copy of Doom 3. That he's now left the industry behind, and games in general feels like the end of an era. Well, I mean, you could say so. You could say so. But that's actually really good, though. He's constantly moving on. He got himself some challenges. He got through those challenges, and he moves on to do something else. That's very nice. That's really good. I really respect that. And he's good with those challenges, too. Very good. Always good positions and everything. As I said, he just kind of like could move on from the gaming to some other things. While like Romero was still trying with gaming and didn't go that crazy well ever since the very beginning. And Carmack is just like quietly, moving things and doing things. Right, that is all. That is all with the news. It's probably not gonna be that much stuff going on for some time, probably a couple of weeks because the holidays and stuff coming, right? But we'll see. Maybe I'll manage to juice some news for the next week. And then week after, it's going to be 1st of January, actually, on Sunday. We'll see how that will go. If we gather with friends, or what's the plan for 31st, how I will be able to do it, how I will be able to do it, we'll see, we'll see. Games are more like a stillborn due to money grind complications. Than at the end of the year. Well, I mean, he's not even about the gaming that much nowadays. I think he's like more the tech guy, basically. Probably was from the very beginning. That's why I guess he got like, pieced out from id Software and everything because he just wants to make code. Like he's more, I think, into the tech stuff rather than the games themselves. It's about the code and the code and the code, and not exactly about them games. So yeah, that's probably the reason. Well, yeah, I mean, he's highlighting the problems, even though it's not with the game development, but with the hardware development, sorta. But still, the problem is way too many people. Machines became those corporate machines became too huge. When you need to turn one wheel, you need to go and turn like a whole mechanism with a whole bunch of wheels connected to that one, and that is indeed a problem.